you drink, young as you think. Yes, get the right one, the modern light one. Now it's Pepsi for those who think young.
This is the beautiful Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena, the home of the Los Angeles Lakers of the National Basketball Association. These are the crowds which flocked to the arena during the 1963-64 season. And what did these crowds see from their comfortable, individual theater-type seats? Well, they saw the exciting action provided by the world's greatest basketball players, the Los Angeles Lakers and their NBA opponents, many of whom will be featured in our film. You'll see some of the all-stars who consistently provide the fast and furious action which these fans enjoy. Hello again, everybody. This is Chick Hearn, and I've been privileged to be the voice of the Lakers for the past 3 seasons. And we're here now to bring you the story of Major League Basketball, America's fastest and most exciting sport. And in particular, the story of the Lakers and their many opponents, participants in the kind of heart-stopping excitement that brought out crowds like this. Now, despite some disappointments and unfortunate injuries over the past couple of seasons, the Lakers, under their brilliant coach Freddie Schaus, have compiled the second-best winning percentage in the entire NBA since they moved to Southern California. And they've played an exciting, interesting, hustling brand of basketball. Now, among the Lakers' spearheads during the 63-64 season were the two 6'10" centers, Leroy Ellis. And we'll see Leroy now, number 25, with a couple of rebound attempts that he turns into fine plays. Leroy can shoot, too, as evidenced here. Then there's quiet Gene Wiley, a very strong defensive stalwart. Big number 12 out there. And Gene's a superb rebounder. Gene Wiley, 6'10", from the University of Wichita. Gene won't shoot until he sees the whites of the net, usually in the offensive patterns. He'd rather set up a team man with a pass or a pick, but he can shoot. Wiley, a little jumper. Newcomer Don Nelson from the Baltimore Bullets helped out with the rebounding this year. There's Don, number 20. He contributed some solid defense like this on Heinsohn. Rookie Jim King handled the ball real well for the Lakers this year. Has good hands. There he is, stealing from Big Bill Russell, too. A hustler during 63-64. He should really come alive this coming season. Jimmy King stealing from Sam Jones. And now here he is, called the most exciting shooter in basketball, Dick Barnett. The left-hand jumper, his specialty. The crowd roars their approval each time he does that. Fall back, baby. Dick Barnett. Now we get a fella who is the personification of the phrase team man. He's a hustling guy, and there's the follow shot by Rudy LaRusso, the 6'7", 7.5-inch Ivy Leaguer. He's a good outside shooter, and he can drive. Here's his outside jumper. LaRusso. And he can really help with the rebounding, too. Rudy invariably gets the job of trying to guard the opponent's toughest man like Bob Pettit. Tying him up here. Down at the other end, almost an identical play against Pettit. He has to play them tough to get the job done. Here he is breaking up a play of the Boston Celtics. But for all the fine players the Lakers boast, the club's biggest asset is the greatest offensive 1-2 punch in the history of the game, Elgin Baylor and Jerry West. Now, whether these fellas are hitting on outside jumpers or making spectacular drive shots, they're virtually unstoppable. It's interesting to note that every year since they've played together, Elgin and Jerry have averaged between them over 50 points per game, and that's every single game, season in and season out. Very nice move by West around Hansen. Actually, scoring's only part of the story. Both men are devastating rebounders. Els has led the Lakers in rebounding every year that he's been with the team. Jerry has out-rebounded every man in the league his own size every year. Baylor with a fine rebound. These are complete basketball players. So you say, how about defense? Well, watch them block some shots. There's West blocking Rogers and saving. Baylor blocking Pettit. West with his. Baylor blocking Masheri. How about their team play? Well, Baylor and West have been 1-2 on the team in assists every year that they've been together. They're both smooth passers. That's Baylor to Wiley. Baylor to Wiley again. Good screen by Elgin Baylor for Jerry West. They play together as a unit very well. In 1963-64, Jerry West was third in the NBA in assists, and Elgin Baylor led all the forwards in that category by a large margin. These great stars working together is the key to the way they terrorize the rest of the league. A good assist. Quite a shot, huh? Baylor into West. There he is again. Yes, sir, they're the greatest 1-2 combination in the history of the game. Elgin Baylor and Jerry West, and the crowds love them. The Lakers take special care of the gals who are really with this game, heart and soul. You see, every Wednesday night has become the traditional ladies' night, with gals in for half price, with or without escort, in their own reserved seat in the $2, the $3, and the $3.50 sections. That's half price Wednesday nights, ladies' nights. And, of course, the youngsters aren't forgotten either. The Lakers have a junior policy, and it's a great one. Every game is kids' night, with the youngsters 16 or under admitted for half price, also in their own reserved seats in the $2, the $3, or the $3.50 sections. Every Laker game is kids' night. And don't think the kids and the ladies don't know and appreciate great basketball either, because they sure do. Teamwork like this is appreciated by all the fans who visit the Laker games. In fact, while the young hustling team the Lakers have assembled is a big part of the attraction, it's the mark of Freddie Schauss's team that teamwork is commonplace and working together is imperative. Hustling is a big part of the fantastic appeal of America's fastest game. Nice pass, West to Nelson driving in, and a good tip in by Barnett. Did I say this was America's fastest game? Yes, I did. And another example of a fast and furious action is what you see. Fine pass, King to Wiley. Yes, sir, it's a fast game, and it's furious. A dunk by Nate Thurmond, 6'11" rookie for San Francisco. It's a rugged game, too, real rugged, played by big men with an all-out attitude. The big guys sometimes push each other a little bit. The little guys push, too. There's Al Attles pushing Jim Krebs. And if you think this game isn't for real, watch this. It's rugged. And it's possible, you know, to take a spill in this game and hit the deck pretty hard. These men, most of them weighing well over 200 pounds, standing 6'5" or better, very strong, they're agile and they're quick. And as a result, lots of contact takes place out there in the court. And there are a lot of hard falls. Sometimes action like this brings the coaches to their feet. But you can bet that the referee always has that last word. He looks them right down the throat and talks right back to them, even if it's 7'1" Will Chamberlain doing the arguing with Sid Borgia. Now, the Lakers do not have a corner on the stars of Major League Basketball. Every team has some super performers of their own. We'll show you some of the talents of just a few of these outstanding NBA stars. Now, these superstars are the cogs upon which are built some of the terrific rivalries which have developed through the years between the Lakers and their opponents. For instance, 7'1" Will Chamberlain here of the San Francisco Warriors. Chamberlain is the greatest scoring machine the game has ever known, and he can score on you in dozens of ways. There's a tip-in. This is his famed backhand flipper, and it's a tough one. Here's one you can't stop, the fall-away jumper. And he hits this repeatedly, despite good defense. But Chamberlain banks it in. Will, of course, is a great rebounder also. Uses his height and his weight of about 292 pounds to great advantage. He can hurt you with assists like that also, playing the post. Now let's watch his defense. He switches to Krebs, blocks the shot. Of course, in every team, he has to have help. And Chamberlain gets it. West shooting. Nate Thurmond comes out to block the shot. And Thurmond dunks. Here's a rugged guy, 6'7", 235-pound San Francisco Warrior, Tom Meschery. Played at St. Mary's, and he's really made good. Give and go to Chamberlain. Muscles his way under for a two-pointer. Now, the fellow that supplies the playmaking punch is clever Guy Rogers. He's small, but he's a mighty guard. That's Rogers from Chamberlain. When it's all said and done, though, it's Wilt Chamberlain that the Warriors will turn to. Here's a slow-motion verification of why that fall-away jumper just cannot be stopped. Beautiful. Yes, sir, the Los Angeles-San Francisco rivalry is a great one. In Major League Basketball, just as it is in baseball and football. But in their years in Southern California, the Lakers have formed a rivalry with the St. Louis Hawks, too. Here they are. And this is a club that really keeps the fans on the edge of their seats. The The spearhead of the Hawk attack is this fellow, longtime All-Star Bob Pettit. 10 times a member of the All-NBA team. He's a fabulous shooter. And when he misses outside or when a teammate misses, he's a hard worker inside. Watch him, number 9. Misses with the left-hand tip, goes up, second effort, it's in. Another great star of St. Louis wears number 14. He is little Lenny Wilkins, a pair of the quickest hands in the West. He can assist and screen like that for Pettit, or he can drive, faking outside, going inside like that against West and around Wiley. He's been a thorn in the side of the Lakers for years. Southpaw all the way, screened by Pettit, 24-footer by Wilkins. Cliff Hagan, number 16, a veteran, is a fine shooter, particularly on his inside hooks. Despite Baylor's good defense, the hook is good by Hagan, and he's a great passer, too. Always sees the open man. He hits Beatty brilliantly underneath. Richie Guerin was obtained by the Hawks this year. That's Rich with the ball. From the New York Knicks, he's 6'4" and a fine guard. Plays a good game offensively and defensively. The final exponent of the sensational two-hand set, Guerin. Yes, sir, the Hawks are a traditional Western Division rival of the Lakers, and they always put on a good show. Speaking of bitter rivals, here's a team which has developed into one of the strongest opponents the Lakers have, and one which keeps the capacity crowds on tenterhooks, the Cincinnati Royals. Their all-star is this fellow, the fabulous number 14, Big O, Oscar Robertson. And watch him fake 2 men into the popcorn machine and hit this jumper. Robertson does everything. He's the best assist man in basketball today, feeding inside here to Wayne Embry. Robertson can drive brilliantly with the ball. He's sneaky fast. And, of course, his jump shot is as good as anybody in the game, whether it's out front or going to the baseline, which makes it a little bit more difficult. He was the number 2 scorer in the league in 1963-64. His new teammate last year was Jerry Lucas, shown here with him, the most highly publicized rookie to come into the NBA in years. This big fella lives up to every superlative ever used about him. Number 16, Jerry Lucas from Ohio State. He scored, he rebounded, he passed off. He was the all-around ball player who gave the Royals the inside strength that they needed to complement the outside strength of Robertson. And thus Cincinnati became a powerful ball club. Lucas assisting to Twyman. Of course, the Royals have some other fine ball players. For instance, we'll call him the human redwood tree. Wayne Embry there, number 15, 250 pounds. He's agile and he's a good scorer. Yes, the Cincinnati Royals, a great attraction. Another of the wonderful presentations that the Lakers make here in Southern California. I guess you'd have to say that public enemy number 1 among Southern California basketball buffs are the defending world champion Boston Celtics, with Bill Russell, Tommy Heinsohn, Sam Jones, John Havlicek, among others. They spell trouble for the Lakers and everybody else every time. And they spell excitement, thrills, and fast action for the fans, too. They've won 6 world titles in a row, 7 of the last 8. Bill Russell is a man around whom they're built, the Celtics' superlative center. He's universally regarded as the greatest defensive player and the greatest rebounder that the game has ever seen. He's number 6. Watch him rebound. He's like an octopus. He's everywhere. And he can score, too. After a fine rebound, his second effort is tapped in. Some people say, can he hook inside? Well, watch. Yes, Russell's a complete ball player. Now, the other members of the Celtics, like Heinsohn left and Havlicek right, aren't exactly forgotten men either. Here's their rugged boy, Heinsohn. They call him the gunner, Akak. He'll put that ball up and in. Tommy's been averaging close to 20 points a game since coming out of Holy Cross several years ago. And he's tough, a real competitor. He can get inside and hurt you, too. He's a muscle man. A relative newcomer to the Celtics scene, but a lad who's hurt Boston opponents plenty already in 2 years of competition, is John Havlicek, number 17. Watch him work. He's a tiger on defense. Good hands. Like that. One of the greatest shooters in the game is number 24, Sam Jones. He gets near the top of the key. He's tough. Yes, it's the perennial world champion Boston Celtics. And wherever they go, they are crowd pleasers. The teamwork, the hustling, the speed, and the rugged action, and, of course, the tremendous superstars who are on the floor every night, have helped make Major League Basketball, fortunately, one of the biggest attractions in Southern California. What of the future? How are the Lakers building for the coming season? Well, here's a look at the team's #1 draft choice, Walt Hazzard, with the ball. He's from UCLA. He's considered one of the greatest playmakers and dribblers to come out of college in many years. And he can score, too. Yes, Walt Hazzard should fit right into the hustling, crowd-pleasing type of play, which has characterized the Lakers ever since they moved to Southern California. And President Robert Short, General Manager Lou Mose, and Coach Fred Schaus are ready to lead this group of fine ball players right into the thick of the NBA fight again next season. And they're not going to rest until an NBA championship rests right here in this beautiful Los Angeles sports arena. Now this is Chick Hearn, the voice of the Lakers, saying so long for now, and I'll see you at the Laker games at the sports arena.